This video was made possible by the EA Creator Network. Hey, it's Ocean and welcome back to the channel. If you clicked on this video, I know you are just as excited as me to watch some Sims 4 for Rent gameplay, except I have the luxury of playing it right now and I want to show you everything this pack has to offer. Well, almost everything. I do want you to discover some things for yourself. But before we jump into gameplay, if you'd like to support me and if you plan on purchasing this pack or any other Sims 4 content for that matter, I would really appreciate if you use my code OCEAN when you check out on the EA app. It helps me out a lot as a creator. Just speaking honestly, I actually get a certain percent of that sell. Unfortunately, it's not a discount code, which I really wish it was, but it's just a simple way to support me as a creator here. But again, no pressure at all. But if you do plan on getting any packs or if there's a sell, just plug my name in there. I love you. Nonetheless, let's jump in. Do you see this beautiful world of Tomarang? Let me tell you what makes these beaches a little bit different than the one in 𝘰𝘱𝘦𝘯 or 𝘰𝘱𝘴. This world is actually unique in its own way. So first and foremost, you'll find more of like a private beach type of vibe here. The beaches are not that big and they're almost just included in the open world aspect of the neighborhood that you are in. So we have this tiny beach that my Sims are swimming at right now. We have an area that we can fish. The world of Tomarang is big on fishing. You'll actually see some boats going by here. I don't know if one went by yet or not, but you'll see them coming by and it's a really nice view. Over here, you'll see another beach. Look how far away this is. From right here, your Sim can swim all the way right here. Draw in the sand. They can also swim here as well. The beaches are tucked in. We have this beach right here, which is a photo op. Oh my goodness. And I know you're like, what's this cave? Yeah, we're going to visit that too. The waters are crystal blue and clear and I love it. Oh, here goes the boat right here. It feels like we can explore a lot, right? So if we come over here, we also have more spaces that we can swim on as well. So we're greeted with this beautiful bridge. I love the architecture here. On this little dock area, you can fish as well with the little boats on the side. And then there are other places you can swim. See how the beaches are kind of tucked in? So it's not just one big beach lot. And lastly, we have this area right here where we can do things as well. Let me have my Sims change their clothes because I actually want to visit another place before we go back home. And I will then explain my Sims and their story and all of that good stuff. But I really want to show you all my appreciation for this world. We know that the Sims 4 for Rent is going to allow us to own properties and expand our gameplay in that way. But the world of Tomarang actually makes it so that we can explore Tamarani culture in a very unique way. We actually have a tiger sanctuary because Tamaranians love their tigers and appreciate them. This is the 𝘰𝘱𝘦𝘯 Tiger Sanctuary. I love that 𝘰𝘱𝘬, like so. But we're going to go ahead and visit that with our Sim here, Jomar. You can visit the sanctuary. You can support the sanctuary by adopting a tiger, donating 50 simoleons or donating 10 simoleons. You can also sneak into the sanctuary at night, but be careful because if you do get caught, because there are chance cards and you have to choose your options, then you may temporarily be banned from the sanctuary. I love this little statue here with this tiger and this almost like goddess like figure. I think it is so beautiful that they have these little touches here in this world. The ASMR sounds are doing their thing in this pack. Like whoever was in control of sounds and effects and all that did their thing. You're constantly hearing crickets and birds and just nature, and it may seem annoying, but it's not. There's even like bugs. Just you see how these little tiny gnats are everywhere. The world is based off of like Southeast Asian countries, so it's so fitting, like just all the flies and stuff in one area and you're like, you gotta like swat them before they come into your mouth. I'm in awe of it. I love the little details and effects. I love the nature. So after we view the statue, we actually get this notification that says the Great Mother. 𝘰𝘱𝘦𝘯 lived a long and fruitful life serving her people. The Tomarani people still honor her and the oath to the tigers of mutual protection. Legend says her soul continues to pass through the generations of tigers that come after her. If you keep an eye out, you might catch her watching from the brush, ensuring her promise is kept. Others say the glowing eyes are an omen of the beast's inevitable return. Regardless, 𝘰𝘱𝘦𝘯 lives on in truth and in legend as the Great Mother of Tomarang. According to the gurus, the pack actually has a lot of lore that I haven't even discovered yet. And no, okay, spotted. Way off in the distant trees, there appears to be something moving in the brush. Could it be an elusive tiger? Jomar thinks so. Flail wildly to get nearby Sim's attention, drop to the ground and pull out a camera. We're definitely gonna pull out a camera. Spotted losing her balance all the way down, 𝘰𝘯 plopped face first into a pile of mud, dropping the camera. She scrambled to grab it and clear the lens, but only made things worse. Her muddy shirt only smeared the mud around more. To add insult to injury, 𝘰𝘯 fell backwards into the mud again, trying to get up. A group of Sims started pointing and laughing at the sheer absurdity of the situation. Well, that was a little bit embarrassing. I think it's best that we go ahead and head home now. And here is our house. This is actually our neighbor. His name is Arturo Lim. Let's go ahead and give him a Tomarani introduction. So they'll say susuldaka. And I love that so much because it almost sounds like they are from a different country. You can actually seek advice from elders, and I love that. But let's get a Tomarang truth first. Let's see what he's gonna tell us. So, time for a Tomarang truth. Hidden truths are all around us. With enough trust in one another, people are more likely to share what's deep within. Sure, if you snoop around, you could find things, but isn't it also nice to just make conversation with the people around you? And what Arturo is basically saying is that we don't have to pry for secrets. Because if you do that, which we will do that, they'll kind of end up telling you a secret. But let's go to rental options. We can actually have a neighborly chat with our neighbors that we live next to in multi-unit housing. So I'm going to have a little chat and they're going to fold their arms and it's going to look so neighborly. And you'll actually have a conversation, like a notification of what that neighborly chat was about. And now it says neighborly chat. Jomar and Arturo discussed their gratitude for tiger inspectors. However, they realized they were a little unsure of what a tiger inspector actually does. Do they inspect tigers for tiger health or investigate the ever threat of lurking tigers nearby? I totally agree. I haven't met the tiger inspector yet, but that's enough for our conversation and chit chat. Oh no, we didn't even need any company. We really didn't need any company, but I guess we have company now. I guess since we have company, we could probably make something for dinner really quick. But let's go ahead and wash our hands. But before we wash our hands, you will notice we have a new feature. This is called Set Sink Type. We can finally allow our Sims to use their brains and not wash dishes in the bathroom. So you can set the sink type to kitchen, where the Sim will only wash the dishes in the kitchen sink, but not their hands. Again, you can still wash your hands, but they won't do it autonomously. And then you can set your bathroom sink as a bathroom sink, and your Sims will not autonomously wash dishes in their bathroom. Rather, they will just wash their hands. So hopefully this will help with that godforsaken mindset that the Sims have of washing dishes in the bathroom, right? I'm gonna have Jomar make some rice, and this is with the new pressure cooker. I thought it was a rice cooker, but it's a pressure cooker, so you can cook a couple of meals here. I'm just gonna make a steamed rice for the side, and then she may even brew up some hot water, or boil some hot water in the kettle so that we can, just have some coffee and such. So now I want to talk about my Sims here. So this is Jomar Santos. She is Filipino, my eyes, but Tomarani since we're living here. And this is her fiance, Josephine Liu. They are engaged. Jomar actually met Josephine here in Tomarang while Josephine was here doing medical missionary work. And Jomar fell in love with Josephine's sense of humor and generosity. Josephine is actually a cringe Sim, but Jomar thinks it's absolutely hilarious. She's a bit socially unaware, but it's kind of cute in her own eyes. But she has a big heart to make up for it. So Jomar ended up leaving Tomarang and living with Josephine in Evergreen Harbor. And she tried really hard to work in real estate and, plant her feet there, get some good roots, but I guess the market just really wasn't going well at the time, and it honestly just didn't work out. And Jomar, being a child of the village, was really, really, really homesick. I mean, she really missed her life here in Tomarang. And Josephine could see it. She could see how homesick she was. And all Josephine wants is to make Jomar happy. Like, her happiness is very important to her. So they pushed back their wedding to come here and hopefully purchase their first rental. But Josephine just gave Jomar one condition. She said, okay, cool, we'll move here. I'll support you. I'll help you as much as you need, as long as you need. Just don't overwork yourself and show me the culture and allow me to really enjoy it. Because while she was here in medical missionary work, she didn't really get to go out and explore. So that's why she has the Fount of Tamarani knowledge aspiration. She really just wants to explore and appreciate and embrace this culture because she really loved it when she even got to visit here. So Jomar is like, sure, I'll do that. And Jomar has the 5-star property owner aspiration, rightfully so. And yeah, so They're excited to be here in Tomarang and experience it together. And Jomar does not want to let Josephine down. Josephine kind of, packed up, has to find a new job, and is going to help her do this. So I think what we're going to do is go ahead and release the steam vent. You have to release it. And then where did you put the dumplings, babe? I mean, where are they? But, ooh, our hot water is ready. One thing I love about this kettle is we can actually make hot cocoa. We can do hot cocoa with marshmallows. We can also make some tea, and this is just base game and the Sims 4 for rent. So we can make some rainbow berry, unicorn galaxy tea, builder's tea, and then of course we can make some coffee, which is so cool because we have a lot of different types of coffee we can make. So we can make coffee soda, which I believe is Vietnamese, cafe latte, dark roast, light roast, medium roast, and kopi luwak. So hey, shout out to you all. We're going to make some dark roast coffee. This is such a good invention. I am so happy for this. I really am. I cannot even thank you. Like, I was going to say, I can't thank you all enough. Like, I'm personally talking to the Sims team. One thing I love about the new traits is that you actually have a lot of ways to interact. So because Josephine is generous, she can offer a listening ear. She can spout memes because she's cringe, which is going to, it's actually kind of funny. She can also share kind words, but look at this. You see that, Yama-chan? So she's talking about memes right now, and Jomar's gonna laugh because she thinks it's hilarious. But I love the cringe trait because it's not like they're socially awkward. It's just like, just a little cringe, So she's laughing. She's like, oh, I love you, babe. Other people would probably feel like it was a little annoying, but she loves it. We have a lot of mood buffs that we get, and if I do not go over them all, just know that there's a lot, and you definitely want to pay attention right here to all of them. I mean, we even have a mood buff for the pressure cooker. Like, what? We have a lot going on. This is our little apartment. We live in Sungai Point. We have a neighbor here, and as you can see, we cannot see anything in their home, okay? Which I'm actually cool with. But if we want to visit them, we can. We can also break in, which I'm not going to do, but we can break in, and just in case we want to be nosy and, I don't know, be a klepto, or if we just want to find some secrets, you can do that. We can also visit the unit, which will give you a little tiny loading screen, and we will visit them, of course, but for right now I'm just showing you. And then we also have a big family that lives upstairs above us also. We have some game options you can toggle for this pack. You can disable the rental unit events if you're not interested in those. You can also hide the units by default. If it's disabled, unoccupied units will no longer be hidden by default when entering build mode. Even though I do not own this property, I can still adjust walls and everything. So it's not locked in just because we are renting here. We can move and change all of this, and it's not like city living where you can't completely change everything. It will make the unit rating change though for the lot. We are not the property owner though. This is our landlord, Panya, which he may come visit tomorrow actually. So it's labeled here as the property owner. We can call him if we need anything, if something breaks, or if we just want some routine maintenance. Now, they aren't working with a lot of money, but in order for us to at least buy a property, we do need some money. So I'm just going to say that Josephine is getting the rest of her money wired in to be sent by tomorrow. So we'll cheat it up to money. Let's just say 40,000. 40,000? Let's just say that's how much we have. We have 40,000 simoleons to spend, and that's what we'll use to buy our unit. So before we buy our unit, I do want to check out what we have to own in Tomarang already. So this is the world map. We currently live over here in 𝘰𝘱𝘴. And we also have our neighboring neighborhood called Morinzong. And this is where you will find the night market, and it's a little bit of a more bustling town. We have a park called the Zosul Taman Botani, and you also have a lounge you can visit called the Screaming Gecko. We have a handful of families in this world. Next door to us, we have the Lin household. And then upstairs, we also have the Lin Sadya household. So a part of this is her family as well. All of them have lore and their own stories. And then we also have the Banma family. And then over here, we have the Kayaputri family, which they are actually siblings, and they are the property owners of this current lot. You can own this property here or live here. It's a starter. 𝘰𝘱𝘦𝘯. And that's about it. I am disappointed at the fact that we don't have more starters, especially if you're not a builder. You kind of just want some place to move in. But it does force you, I guess, to build. More starters or more apartment complexes would have been more ideal in my eyes. I'm glad that there are empty lots, but I would also be a little bit happier if there were more than just this starter home to live in. Rise and grind. We have a big day today. Right now. Oh no, Jomar is feeling embarrassed. It says Jomar has been feeling unmoored lately. Her community and culture is an anchor, and maybe it's time to reconnect. Absolutely. The first thing I'm going to do for her is to actually have her come out to the spiritual tower, the spirit tower. She's like, it's okay, babe, cheer up. And honestly, being a generous sim, she's going to share some kind words because she is a generous sim. I love it. It's okay, babe. Listen, we're going to have a good day today. We're going to buy our first property. Our money just hit our account. So she's like, okay, cool. Why don't you just go outside and have a little moment to yourself? So we're going to come to the spirit tower here and leave some incense and also leave some fruit. And this will kind of cure that piece in her that's missing her culture. An interesting thing about Jomar is that her name is a combination between her dad and her mom. So her dad's name is Joseph and her mom's name is Maria. So it's Jomar, which is very common in Filipino culture to mix two names and put them in one. So that's how I came up with Jomar. So she is now feeling really happy, full of empathy from receiving empathy from her wife, and then also soothing smell from the aromatic incense. And she also feels connected with her Tomarang culture right now. So thank you, wifey, for helping out. Josephine is honestly just so sweet. We're going to go ahead and buy residential rentals. So we can go to our small business, own business tab and hit buy residential rental. You can also buy it from this rental sign, ruminate on renting, change vacancy visual, kind of like says sold or whatever, but we're renting here, so we don't need to do that. We can move the household. We can also purchase a rental lot from here, and you can also do it from your phone as well in the business tab. So I'm just gonna do it right here. We can actually purchase this home and we can rent out our home. I love this, but I'm kind of tempted to own an apartment also. So maybe we could just evict the other property owner. So I really want to own this property because there are 2 units as opposed to owning just the residential rental. These are the owners and their story is actually kind of interesting. So if you want to play that out, that actually would be kind of cool. I'm going to come into their household and sell the business so that I can own it. Let me take that off of your hands, girl. Let me take this business off of your hands. Sell the residential rental. This is running for 38,430 simoleons. We have 40,000. I find that very, very coincidental. So I'll take that from your hands, hon. All right, now we're back to the world, and you can own like as many residential rentals as you can. I don't even know if they cap that. So now I have these 2 and they're just regular tenants. But she kept up with this pretty well because her unit rating is, wow, 4 stars. This rental is only rating at 2. So I know I'm going to have to increase that. Right now, we only pay 65 simoleons per day. But apparently, I think rent is due every week. So that calculated within a week. All right, I'm excited. She's so excited. She's like, yes, the money hit. We can finally do this. We can finally own our little apartment. Purchase 𝘰𝘨𝘯 𝘰𝘱𝘨𝑃 15 as a residential rental. Yes. It's so cute. Look at this little park nearby. Isn't that amazing? Like for kids and everything. Oh, I love that. And then we even have this little area where you can sit. I love that here. Okay, so this is actually a really nice rental. We should have moved in here. We should have moved right here. It's actually only a 1-bedroom. Let me at least put a better bed in there for them. Now, you don't have to have this furnished, but it's better for your unit rating, honestly. Let's put these new little candles here. I love it though. Okay, so this is the bathroom. The bathroom's pretty big, and we have our water heater and our fuse box here, which we can schedule some routine maintenance. Actually, this is a really nice rental. I kind of like this like yellow purple thing I have going on here. I'm just gonna keep it like this because I also need money to survive. You know what? We could put mold as a lot challenge. This is a new lot challenge where it could potentially kill your Sims. There's also another new lot challenge for residential lots. So not residential rentals, but if you do own the home, it says home ownership involves maintenance and this lot brings surprise events knocking. You know what? I really love this little tiny unit here. Something about it is just so charming to me. I love that. But here we can do inspection and maintenance. So we can kind of just, make sure everything's performing well. If you roll over it, it will say the status of it. So it's fully operational. But we can just do some routine maintenance just because. Same thing with the fuse box as well, because we are now property owners. But here she is with her little notebook and she's just checking it out. And these things are scary. Even in my house, I'm like, if this breaks, oh my gosh. So we just went ahead and performed our inspection pass, had a unit occupied by a tenant. Oh yeah, because we do have our tenants upstairs, which we can visit them. The sisters were living here. Let me go ahead and view the agreement that we have. So we are definitely going to be charging them $220 max rent. Sure. Can we even do that? Warning, rent change has consequences. Changing your rent per day from 0 simoleons to 220 will affect the unit rating negatively. Acknowledge warning to continue editing. I don't care. You can't live here for free. Okay, how about I do 200? I don't want to be the bad person. I really don't. And the lease length is 7 days. And their unit is actually rated 4 stars because the environment is fancy because of how they have it furnished there, which is fine with me. I should go visit them. The maintenance is always going to start off poor because we just started to own this lot. I'm going to add a unit rule. No loud noises. If you have pets, you'll have a no pets rule also. I think I'm going to visit their unit just to see what their unit looks like. We're on the same lot, but I wanted to visit their unit. So there is a little loading screen and now we can't see our unit anymore. Or the unit that I was just in, I meant. But let's go ahead and give a Tomarang introduction to 𝘰𝘱𝘴 and Vanessa. So I see the ladies. Hi, I know you all are the previous owners. She's like, hi, thank you for taking this off my hands. It was a lot of work. Oh my goodness. Their unit looks so good. Why is their unit so cute? Let's get a Tomarang truth from Vanessa. Now, here are some things. We can actually click on this wall and eavesdrop. So we can eavesdrop. We can click on their door of whichever lot we want to go into and listen. We can start a break-in. Or we can just simply knock on their door. Time for a Tomarang truth. Money can get tight, but we make it work. Renting out the space below doesn't always cover everything, which is why I'm also a barista. I told 𝘰𝘱𝘴 not to worry about helping with bills, but she seems to really enjoy babysitting. I'm concerned it's because she can snoop around people's houses while the kids are napping, but I'm too afraid to ask. Plus, I like when she buys me lunch from time to time. Oh, wow. Their story is actually interesting. So you're a nosy sim like me. You're the one that was in the trailer. Discuss interest, because I'm quite nosy myself. So we can actually go to our tenants and go to a rental option and ask about the conditions or commend them. Navigating needs. All Sims have needs. You know what? I'm going to do this discovery quest because I was talking to a friend of mine who also had access like me and really got some money by doing these, which I need some money too because I want to own this and that house. Well, I love their lot and I love that we met a new friend. If I do want to click on their walls or anything and eavesdrop, I can again, or their door. So here you'll see her like, okay, I'm just listening. Ooh, what was said? And you might find a secret if you haven't already. So Jomar actually already discovered a secret about 𝘰𝘱𝘴. And the secret was sinking feeling. I'm trying to be better about this, so don't judge me. But really, so what if I've washed a few dishes in the bathroom sink every now and then? In the end, a sink's a sink. It's not like it's any less sanitary than the kitchen sink. Whether or not you believe me, I can assure you that there were very good reasons for me to do this. You just wouldn't understand. Now, I highly suggest reading these secrets fully. Some of them are kind of long and lengthy, but they are so good and so funny. I haven't gotten any repeats yet because I've actually played before this. Long story, but my footage got corrupted, so I had to make a new family and just go from there. But we won't talk about that. It has really been a ride. Just let me tell you that with my early access footage. But I want to focus your attention on this right here. So this is a temple, and you can visit the temple as well, which I think Jomar is going to get some some cool points, some Tamarani culture points for this one right here, because she is a child of the village. She needs to pay her homage. I love that we do have these rabbit hole things to do for our Sims. I'm totally not opposed to it. I love rabbit holes in The Sims 3 too. I'm just a rabbit hole person. I'm okay with it as long as we have a good balance. Jomar removes her shoes upon entering, trying not to linger long in the threshold. It's important to be respectful when witnessing the great beauty inside 𝘰𝘱𝘦𝘯 Temple. It's hard to believe something this majestic and beautiful can exist so close to home. And here it says 𝘰𝘱𝘦 Temple. What an architectural marvel. This building's beauty and rich history is sure to put any Sim in a good mood. So it definitely did that for us. So right now she's going to use the bathroom. I wish there was some type of like thing we could click on here. I mean, it feels city-ish over here, but I do wish that we could do more. This would be nice if this was apartments as well. We have this little like buzz area. Can't even sit at it or anything. Look at the boats. Look at this world. It's so beautiful. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna play without this pack because I really, really love the world. Look at these little houses, these little townhouses, and you can see they have their own little furniture in the back and everything. And over here, this is where the night market is going to be. It doesn't look as good as what it would at night, which we are totally going to visit, and I'll get into it more then. But here's also a fish market that we can go to, but again, it's only open between 4 and midnight, so the same as the night market. So you won't find any vendors here just yet. They open at 6 and close at 2 a.m. And we'll go over that. There is a dock to go fishing at as well. And then you also have this place where you can paint. So there are little places here that are really nice. You can also hopscotch. She's actually about to play hopscotch right now. Children, teens, you can all play hopscotch. I'm glad that they allowed like the adults and young adults to do this as well, and it wasn't only for kids, because I find myself doing this with my kids. Like, we will literally draw with chalk on the sidewalk and play. I love how Josephine just came here and she's like, babe, what are you doing? She's like, I saw this by the new rental and it just really reminded me of my childhood. And Jomar actually wants to shop at the night market, so we could do that tonight. And she also wants to write a gossip blog post from being nosy. Well, we did find out a secret today about 𝘱𝘱𝘴, so maybe we could do that. I think the kids are the only ones that can play marbles, if I'm not mistaken. We can actually purchase marbles from the night market, which we will do. And we can also buy a jar to put them into. No one's playing marbles, so we can't watch the marbles game, but it's really cute when the kids play. I'll probably insert a picture that I had with the kid playing. Now we need to go ahead and fill the vacancy now that she kind of got the unit ready. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and fill the vacancy. So we can only charge 156 simoleons as the max rent. So I'm going to do 150. Hopefully there will be someone willing to pay. And you know what? Let's test it out. Let's do a 7-day, just do a week. Or let's do 5 days. I don't know if I want to wait a full week. Let's just see what that's like for 5 days and no loud noises. And let's see who's willing to pay that much. Okay. No one is willing to pay 150. Everyone has a budget. Let me drop this a little bit. I'll do 100 simoleons. Let's do 4 days because I really want to get paid kind of quick. I want to just go ahead and get that 400 simoleons, because even though it says rent per day, they are paying 100 simoleons per day, but they're going to pay it weekly to you. I guess we could have young adult, fresh out, looking for a place to stay. Oh, they're willing to play 125 simoleons it is then, buddy. Let's go ahead with the 𝘰𝘱𝘴 household and see if they'll like that. Okay, cool. So then we can look at our agreement, and here it is. Alex 𝘰𝘱𝘴. What? Isn't that the tutorial lady? Is she like visiting in town? What am I, a hotel? Anyway, yeah, so this is our agreement. We can unjustly evict. So even though if they do everything right, you can just evict them if you're like, ooh, on second thought, I want to rent out to my cousin. Sorry, you can do that. Our daily rental income should be 325 simoleons, because the other family is going to be paying 200. And we have a daily tax unit of 100 simoleons, 50 simoleons per unit. So we also have to pay tax because we are property owners, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Let's go ahead and travel to our unit just to see, let's just welcome to the unit. We are here. Let's have her knock on the door. I cannot believe we can break in and start a break-in. Like, maybe we'll do that towards the end of the gameplay, but I just cannot imagine me breaking into someone's home. I'm too good for the Sims and their shenanigans. But let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. Tamarani introduction all day, every day. and we'll introduce ourselves. Now, even if we don't introduce ourselves, the tenant will show up in our social panel anyway because they are a tenant. So you have that relationship with him. Tell worst puns imaginable. Yeah, go ahead and be cringe, babe. She's like, wouldn't it be crazy if we had mold? I'm kidding. Wasn't that a lot challenge we chose? Mold? Yikes. Okay, anyway, we are going to go to rental and we will ask about the rental conditions and adequate feedback. Well, it's certainly nice that the tenant sim is keeping it real, but Jomar is not feeling super validated by her hard efforts. It's okay, babe. Babe, put the binoculars away. She doesn't like it. I bought the purple couch. She said, I love the purple couch, babe. The purple couch is nice. we're gonna kiss her cheek. The purple couch is nice, babe. Don't take it personal. She's only gonna be here for 4 days. Anyway, we spied on her. So did we find anything? No, we didn't find anything. We just did it. So all right, well, enjoy your new place, ma'am. We're gonna go ahead and head home. Don't be suspicious. Just keep snooping from nosy sim clearly spying. Yeah, babe, don't be suspicious. You're over here brought the binoculars out. She's like, all right, we got to get out of here before she thinks you're crazy. Josephine's so nice taking out this woman's trash. Let's leave, babe. This is her place. We don't have to worry about it. But since we're in the area, we're going to wait until the night market is lit and we'll start the next part of gameplay there. We went ahead and filled our vacancy and we can see how that goes for us. Maybe we'll do a maintenance event or whatever. But next part, I want to come to the night market, have some fun, and then also explore the new social events that we'll be able to plan, which is the oh my gosh, did you see this? Did you see the lights kind of cut on? And in the next part, I want to meet a couple more new people and hopefully through a little neighborhood potluck. You actually get a new grill if you complete this gold event. You can also throw a pool party, but we don't have a pool, so I'm just gonna do a neighborhood potluck. I really want to do that, and that'll be really exciting because everyone will bring their own food and everything. So I hope you all enjoyed this first part of gameplay. Thank you so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to just hit that thumbs up button and subscribe because I'm going to have a lot of videos coming your way until release, which is December 7th. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, don't forget to comment, subscribe. Just keep swimming. Always, always, always stay wavy, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.